Hello everyone. My name is Mandani. I'm from Vijayawada, currently pursuing third year IT in Seshadrirao Rural Engineering College. I am here to present my internship project titled Homely Hub, a hotel booking web app, developed using OneStack as a part of my full stack web development internship at Webstack Academy. This presentation covers my internship journey from understanding full stack development to designing, implementing, and deploying a real-world hotel booking system. The contents of this PPT is overview of the project goals of internship, project requirement, architecture and design, full stack development, one stack, project implementation, conclusion, and the topics that will be discussed further in this PPT. Firstly, overview of this internship. The internship spanned 1 month and focused on mastering the Stack, MongoDB, Express.js, React.js, and Node.js. I got hands-on experience in both front-end and back-end development. Learned to build APIs, connect databases, and structure full-stack application. It was a complete journey from understanding the basics of each technology to deploying functional uh, project. Goals of internship. My primary goal was to achieve a hands-on expertise in OneStack development, not just through theory, but by applying it to the practical project. The focus was on learning how to build dynamic, interactive web apps, improving problem solving, and understand how the front end and back end communicate through APIs. Project requirements for the HomelyHub project, the major tools and framework used were VS Code for coding and debugging, React.js for front-end development, MongoDB is used for database, Node.js for backend runtime. These components were chosen because they provide flexibility, scalability, and use a single language JavaScript across the entire stack. Full stack development. Full stack development means working on both the client side and the server side. As a full stack developer, you can build complete web application from the UI to the backend logic and database integration. Front end. The front end deals with what user sees and interact with the technologies like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. I use it to structure, style, and add interactivity. On Homely Hub, React.js handles the user interface, allowing fast and dynamic update without reloading the page. Backend. The backend handles all the logic and data processing. It includes servers, APIs, and databases. For this project, I used Node.js and Express.js to handle API requests and connect with MongoDB. This ensures smooth communication between the frontend and backend. MERN What is MERN stack? Stands for the MERN is a JavaScript technology stack. And MongoDB is used for database, Express.js is used for backend framework, React.js is used for front-end library, and Node.js is a runtime environment. Using MERN gives full control over the data flow from UI to database and back. Architecture and design. The project follows a three-tier architecture: client layer, server layer, database layer. The data travels from UI to API, API to database, and to the response. MongoDB. MongoDB is a database used in the HomelyHub project. It is a NoSQL database, which means instead of storing data in tables like SQL, it stores data in flexible JSON like document. Each user, hotel, and booking in my project is saved as a document in separate collection. For example, a user collection, hotel collection, and bookings collection. They made it easier to handle dynamic data like room availability and user profiles. MongoDB was perfect for the project because it's a scalable, fast, and works smoothly with JavaScript, the same language used across the MERN stack. Now that we have seen how database works, let's move to the backend framework that connects everything is Express.js. Express.js is a backend web framework built on top of the Node.js. It helps in handling HTTP requests, creating RESTful APIs, and managing routes. In my project, Express.js connects the frontend and the database. For example, when a user searches for hotels, React sends a request to an Express route like API hotels, and Express fetches the data from MongoDB and return it to the users. It simplifies backend development by handling routes, middleware, and error management efficiently. Once the backend is set up, the frontend is built using the React.js to handle user interface. React.js is a front-end library I use to build the user interface of the Homely Hub. It helps create interactive and dynamic components that update instantly without reloading the page. For example, when a user searches for a hotel, the results update immediately on the screen. That's because React efficiently re-renders only the components that changes. I used React for pages like login, hotel search, booking form, and admin dashboard. It makes the application feel faster and smoother, which improves the user experience. Finally, Node.js powers the entire backend, making the system fast and scalable. Node.js is a server-side runtime environment that executes JavaScript outside the browser. It allowed me to use JavaScript for both the front end and back end, maintaining consistent throughout the project. Node.js handles server logics, API calls, and communication between Express and MongoDB. It's highly efficient because it uses the event-driven, non-blocking I/O model, which means multiple users' requests can be handled simultaneously. Perfect for a hotel booking system where many users might search or book at once. Project implementation. The implementation steps were set up VS Code, MongoDB, Node.js, designed the database schema, built React components for login, sign up, and booking pages, developed backend APIs for user authentication and hotel data, integrated frontend with backend using Axial calls, finally tested and debugged the entire app. Before concluding this PPT, I would like to show the project implementation with you all. So this is the Homely Hub project. This is the front end, and there is a back end here. So let's first run back end. So when it shows app running on port 8080, MongoDB is connected. That means MongoDB is connected to the project. Now let's go to the front end. This is the basic homepage of this project. We can go to the next slide as well. These are the different hotels in the different places. Um, First, we'll sign up as a new user. Go there and type your name. Password should be at least 8 characters and it should be strong. If you press register button, it again comes to the home page. You can save it for further purposes. It is automatically logged as a Radha. Here we can edit the profile. We can change the avatar from the browser. We can change the avatar as we can choose our own profiles and click update. Then the account page will be updated. Let's go back to the home page. The property list shows a description about the hotel and what this place offers: kitchen, free parking, Wi-Fi, and what is the price per night, start date, end date, how many number of guests. Number of guests depends on the maximum number of guests were given in the description, and so only the maximum guest can fit. Your name, phone number, and you can book the place, and you can also see where it is located. Where it is located, and extra info like check-in timings, check-out timings, all those will be available here. And we can search if we want hotels from Goa only, then we can get those. See, the Goa destinations have only two hotels, that is Carnival Luxury Apartments as well as JVS Guest House. Again, we'll go to the back home page and I will show you booking. We can choose the start date and end date, like how many days we're gonna stay there in that hotel. I'll be choosing from 10th, and to end date I will be taking till 15th. Number of guests, the maximum guest given here is 16. I'll be taking 10 members as a guest. And name, phone number, and it total amount for 10th of November to 15th of November is 20,000. Okay, then it will show you like this: complete your bookings, no lion leather. Check-in is on 10th, 11th. And checkout is of 15th, 11th. Number of guests 10. And total nights we'll be spending in that hotel is 5. So total amount will become 20,000. Proceed to the payment. So again, it shows the last slip like a payment slip. We can confirm the payment or cancel the payment. I'll be confirming the payment. Then in the booking site, like my bookings, it is showing like Snow Lion Leather. So I already booked, so it is showing like this. My accommodation, you can add new places, you can accommodate here. And there are ranges like price we can change from 600 is a minimum and maximum is 3,000. I want we can change like this. And I want a guest house or a hotel, entire room or an entire home or a room, any type, any type. This we need Wi-Fi, AC, parking is the must and should. So after we can use the filter button as well. So we'll go back to our home page. So these properties were stored in MongoDB. I'll show you those properties also. The login user data will also be stored in MongoDB itself. I'll be showing that also. Here is my MongoDB. It's already says connection one. This is my MongoDB. Properties. See, these are the properties data and users data. And there are two users, like one is a sample and this is the one I have shown you in the here. And bookings, I have booked a Snow Ladakh one sample. This is the Snow Ladakh one, and these are the sample ones that I have created. So this is about the MongoDB. Let's conclude this PPT. Finally, I would like to conclude this internship has been a valuable and hands-on experience that depended my understanding and full stack web development. Through Homely Hub, I was able to apply theoretical concepts to working solutions, integrating front-end designs, back-end logic, database management, and security mechanism. I am proud of the outcome and skills I've gained, especially in problem solving, debugging, and building scalable systems. I'm very thankful to the mentor Richa ma'am and Selvam sir and Webstack Academy for giving me this opportunity to learn and for their guidance and for the patience that they have put and clarified the doubts in the LMS and for helping me strengthen my foundation as a developer. Thank you. Thank you for listening to this presentation by taking your time. Thank you.